Welcome to a somber party, pal. The worst has happened. Well, not the worst. I mean, there's worse things that could happen. But the worst, as far as I'm concerned, has happened. I bring you good news, bad news, and shockingly great news. I'm gonna save that for the end.
Back from the dead.
Let me explain my story in the order it's best perceived. The good news is, my movie, The Headless Horseman, is still going on track. We're rushing into our last week of pre-production. We start a week from today, Monday. I'm recording this on Mother's Day, by the way. The worst Mother's Day in history. Absolutely the worst Mother's Day in history. That's the bad news. I've been off the air for a while working on the, on the movie and things like that, so I haven't really spoken about this. But 2 days, or maybe a day after, the day after my last live show on Sunday, fun talking about the partner labels, all that stuff. It was great. We hit 1,000 views. I'm very happy about that. We tested the kids for COVID, as we do, for school. And little Missy Chaos, is positive. She's COVID positive. So COVID has hit my house after 2 fucking years of this fucking thing where I had nothing going on. I was sitting at home watching TV, doing YouTube videos, had literally no jobs, nothing. We could have had COVID 80 times. When we fucking finally get it in the house, it's 2 weeks to production. Fuck me, man. Now, this is a big deal. Not just because COVID is a serious, it could be life-threatening. It could have repercussions down the line, for her health in the future and things like that. But production-wise, that shuts us down. Because I've been exposed to somebody with COVID. That shuts us down. I tested immediately. I am negative. I'm negative about crappy movies, but I'm also negative about COVID. So that's the good news in that regard. So we isolated Missy Chaos immediately. This past week, she's been isolated in her room. We bring her food. She, kind of like cellar dweller or the little thing from Lurking Fear or Castle Freak. We keep her in her room locked up. Give her sandwiches and water and vitamins and whatever she needs to kind of survive and get better. The good news on her condition is that it seems to be a mild infection. It's not bad. She's not coughing up. She's not feeling a lot of chest pain, pressure and pain and things like that. It is a very mild, weak infection, I guess, or strain or whatever of COVID. That's the good news. And I've been masked the whole time at the house. The whole time wearing a mask in my own house. Double masked. Drinking lemon water, taking vitamins. I mean, I take a whole ton of vitamins anyway, but taking double vitamins, really, really not wanting to get it. And I thought, we can isolate it, we'll be fine. Mother's Day rolls around, we wake up, hey, happy Mother's Day, I'm still wearing a mask. Hey, here's Mrs. Chaos, here's your presents. Missy Chaos is locked in a room. We can't really have her, enjoying the fun, whatever fun there is. It's early in the morning. So, we're making breakfast or whatever, and she says, well, let me test, because I wanted to test now to see where we are, because we seem to be fine. We had no symptoms whatsoever. She tests. Guess what, motherfucker? She's positive. That's right. Mistress Chaos gets COVID for Mother's Day. Fucking fuck. It's frustrating. Because I had to make a tough decision, and this is what this video is about. When I say the worst thing possible has happened, Mistress Chaos now has COVID. That's 2 people in the house that have COVID. Little Master is okay. He tested, he's fine. I tested, I'm fine. I'm guessing because I stayed masked the whole time. I'm good. But I had a decision to make. and this is a tough decision, and I'm regretting it, and I feel really bad about it. So maybe talking about it will make me feel better. I had a decision to make. If I stayed in the house, eventually, within this week of pre-production meeting people, I couldn't meet people. We don't even have locations locked. We don't even have a cast locked. We have the last time we had to figure it out, and we're 7 days away. We're more days away than we would have for production. But anyway, so I had to make a tough decision, and the decision was: do I stay in the house, risk COVID, and just have Zoom meetings for pre-production, which is going to be unacceptable? There's no way I can do that, because I have to be on set. I have to walk people through, like, oh, we're going to light this part, we're not going to show that part, all that stuff. Or do I leave the house? As you can see, I'm in the car. So I made the tough decision. I mean, I kind of want to say it as a joke, but it's true. I made the tough decision of abandoning my family when they're suffering coronavirus. The good news is they're not suffering. She feels fine. Missy feels fine. You know, Mistress Cass said, honestly, I wouldn't, if, you know, I have maybe a little some you know, headache or whatever, maybe feel a little tired, but I always feel tired, and you know, if I didn't test and know that it was COVID, I would have just felt it was like whatever. So they're fine. They're not like, you know, E.T. at the end of the movie all fucked up. They're fine. So I felt good about saying, peace out. I gotta take care of the movie. I gotta take care of myself. Now, the biggest argument with me was, that's kind of fucking selfish of me. Why am I, it's just a fucking movie. I should stay and take care of my family. The problem is, and this is something that Mrs. Cass understood, she was the one who said, no, you should go, get out of here. It's not just me. It's not just the movie. I'm responsible for 30 people. 30 people will lose their job, you know, however low paying it is, if I have COVID, or if a movie has to shut down, if the movie has to push. If we push, we may lose actors. I may lose some of my crew members that I love, that I need to make a very cool, special movie. So I had to make the tough decision to leave the relatively healthy little master behind with mom who has the coronavirus. And now I would have taken him with me, except for the fact that I can't pre-produce a movie having to take care of my son. He is a handful. Any of you who have kids will understand. Kids are a handful, and I can't concentrate on him and his needs, and he's type 1 diabetic, so I have to worry about his sugars and all that stuff. I can't concentrate on all that stuff and have meetings and juggle all the stress of making a movie. And he understands. He's sad. He gave me a hug. He wrote me some letters I'm gonna read every day. He keeps sending me sweet little gifs or gifts or whatever of him missing me, and honestly, it's breaking my heart. And I teared up a little bit, and I didn't want to leave the house. I still don't. Part of me wants to turn around, but I'm responsible for the jobs of 30 people, and not to mention the fact that I've been waiting 9 fucking years to make a movie again. And this is when fucking COVID hits. Unbelievable. Murphy's Law. Whenever shit hits the fan, shit hits the fucking fan, and I'm sorry, I'm venting because I'm very upset, as you can imagine. Anyway, let me show you where I'm going to be staying for the next few days. I'm going to give you a tour of my hotel, and I'm going to vent a little more, so I hope you'll stick around for that. Welcome to the Hotel Burbank. It is in Burbank. It is within walking distance of the old asylum offices. We're basically going to be living in Burbank during the making of the movie, and I figured I'd at least stay close for whatever meetings we're having throughout the day. I dropped my keys and then I picked them up. Yeah, let's take a look at that view. Behold the sun-baked splendor of Burbank. Sprawling out behind you, Nickelodeon Studios is over there. The original asylum offices are down there somewhere. This is home for a couple days. Now, the room tour. When I booked online, obviously I did it quickly. Somehow I booked one that was wheelchair accessible. Obviously I'm not in a wheelchair. So they said, oh, you have a wheelchair thing. Do you want to upgrade? I'm like, well, I don't need an upgrade. I didn't know there was a wheelchair thing. She goes, oh, don't worry, I'll take care of you. I'll give you a free upgrade. So they've upgraded your Friendly Neighborhood Mastercast. That was a weird noise. They've upgraded your Friendly Neighborhood Mastercast to a suite. Now you're asking, what the fuck is the bed? MC, where's the bed? You don't sleep over there. You don't sleep on a table. I got this is my office right here. You don't sleep there. What's happening? What's happening, MC? Isn't that what's the bed? Well, it's because I got 2 rooms. It's a suite. Check this fucking thing out. Okay, so I'm gonna flip it around and tour. Got a lovely love seat for 1. Business center, dining room, TV number 1. I got multiple TVs. Here's my little goodie area. Got a fridge. Like I got it stocked already with some goodies there. There's a little healthy yogurts. And I got my water. I need my water. Stay hydrated. I got some goodies. I got some Doritos popcorn. Me and Little Master actually got the same kind of snack. And we're gonna call each other and try it together. So he wanted to have something to connect with me over. So that's what we're doing. Got some crackers and things. Here is as they say in France, the shit box. Le shit box. Le poopy house. That's where the ghoulies come out of. I mentioned that because the last thing Little Master and I watched before our kind of farewell movie was Ghoulies 2, starring William Butler, who happens to be my line producer, and I'll show him on camera whenever I can. He's obviously not in here, but on set you'll get to talk to him. William Butler, amazing. Ghoulies 2, Texas Chainsaw 3, Leatherface, and Friday the 13th, New Blood. He was killed by Jason, Leatherface, and a ghoulie, so it's pretty awesome. Anyway, off track. Here's the bedroom. I got a king suite, a big bed for me to basically stretch out on finally, with no kids kicking me in the back. You know, if you're a parent, you know what that means. I got a couple little nightstands, whatever. Another little business center here. TV numero 2 over there. Look at this. This is massive. This is massive. It's definitely more than what I initially paid for. So it was a free upgrade. I love it. Look at this view. Here's another good view of the city. This is the 5 freeway, I believe. Yeah, that's the 5. Look at the beautiful California skyline. I guess it's the skyline, yeah. I'm never up this high in hotels. This is for the richy rich. This is pretty nice. I mean, it's kind of good that something nice happened today. Of course, Mistress Cass is very jealous that they upgraded me to a suite. And I'm here with no kids, and she has to deal with 2 kids while being sick. But she's a trooper, and I love her very much. And like I said, it was not an easy decision. And so, like I said, the worst thing that could have happened to me happened. I had to leave my family to make my dream come true. Something I never thought I would say. And if it wasn't for all the extenuating circumstances, I wouldn't have left. If I was still writing the script, fine. I could write it at home, not a big deal. If, production wasn't 7 days away, no big deal. If I got it, I probably would have been over by the time we started shooting. But, pre-production, I need to be there. That's a big part of it. I need to make sure that everyone knows where the camera goes and where the lights go. We're like, oh, we've got to change this location to look like a drug factory and not like a fucking warehouse of chairs. So there's a lot that needs to happen. It goes into making a movie. And if I'm not there, an instrumental element of it, the movie's in my head. I got to show everybody else what it looks like. If I'm not there, there's no movie. If I get people sick, there's no movie. If we don't do the movie, people are out of work. And the kids understand. It's not forever. I'm not leaving forever. Mrs. Cass understands. It was her decision. She said, go, go, go. She knows how important this is. She knows I've been waiting 9 years to make a movie. Again. And I'm not going to fucking let a virus stop me. Needless to say, it was a very tough day. Let me get to the good news. This is going to blow your minds. Thank you for hanging out with me for this whole thing. I had this tough decision, and it was very emotional. Little Master was crying a little bit. He said, Daddy, I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss you so much. And we watched the Ghoulies so he can kind of, cheer up a little bit. We have a little fun movie time together. And Ghoulies 2, by the way, is far superior to Part 1. We watched Part 1. Part 2 is fantastic. Masterpiece. Anyway, I get an email. I see. Out of the this is sometimes I do this, and just to see what would happen. Well, there's my cabinet. I'll put my snacks up in that cabinet. I found Harry Manfredini's website. That's right, Harry Manfredini, Friday the 13th, composer. And I sent, it says, oh, email Harry. Okay. I email him, I said, listen, I know this sounds ridiculous. I'm making a super low budget movie. It's about the Headless Horseman. I'm such a fan of your music. Would you ever consider doing the score for my movie? It's not, I wouldn't be able to pay you a lot. I know this is kind of a ridiculous offer, and you probably will never respond to me, but whatever. I was very genuine about it. Today, that happened a couple days ago. Today, on one of the worst days I've ever had in my life, I get a response. Harry Manfredini said he wants to score the movie. What? Yes! Harry Manfredini, the guy who wrote the Friday the 13th score, is going to score Headless Horseman. Hopefully. Right now, he said, don't worry about the money. Shoot your movie. You might be the next Spielberg. I'm excited. I want you to succeed. I really want to work with you on this. The Asylum's not going to say fucking no to Harry. That's like John Carpenter saying, yeah, I'll score your movie. Fucking yeah. Harry Manfredini, fuck yeah. They're going to say yes. So Harry Manfredini's scoring the thing for my movie, the score for my movie. Wow, the music, holy shit. That's so good. That was such a good win. I needed that. I needed that today very much, because here I am alone. My family's sick, and I can't be with them. It's all because of a goddamn movie. But it's more than a movie. I've built a group, a gang, a team, an alliance of people that support me and believe in me and believe in the idea. We all want to make something together, and I can't let them down. So that's important to me. So I wrote back, thank you so much. Thank you. Head explosion emojis. I didn't think you'd ever respond to me in a million years, but thank you so much. This means the world to me. You really made my day. I was having a tough day, and you really made my day. There's so much I have to deal with right now. I'm so stressed, and that really cheered me up. Thank you, Harry. I would be so honored to have you do the music. I'll circle back when we're done shooting and everything, and we'll figure out all that stuff. And he wrote back, go get him. Smiley face. My friend, that's exactly what I'm gonna fucking do. I'm gonna go get him. Thank you for joining me. This has been your Flint Neighborhood Master Chaos, somewhere in Burbank, alone, but hopefully COVID-free.